My parents are both super local to Hackney. They're from really resilient communities. They're from communities where you have to seem like you've got the answer. This sense of like, don't show weakness, don't show emotion, out of this full sense of we have to have it all together. Growing up around that, I thought to deny your emotions was to be strong. I thought to be really hard was to be respected, and that weakness was letting yourself feel whatever you needed to feel. And so in my own ways, a crutch of mine became being so guarded. There was this sense of I've got to be tough. And so I think I read this story where Jesus is saying, hey, do you want freedom? Do you want wholeness? This guy basically has some form of disability. He can't walk. So he's sat on a mat, at like essentially their equivalent of like a spa. Like there's like this kind of urban legend that once every so often an angel touches the waters and the first person in gets healed. And yet this guy's been waiting there for like decades. For whatever reason, he has never touched said waters. He's just watched. What begins to happen is that his identity is formed around his lack. So when Jesus says, do you want to get well? He's like, well, there's no one to help me into the water. And Jesus is like, but that's not the question. The question is, do you want wholeness? Do you want healing? Do you want freedom? But all the guy can see are the limitations that have become something of a comfort blanket. And if I put myself in that guy's place, I'm going, yeah, but how do I have time for that? Yeah, but like, are people still going to respect me? They can take me seriously. And Jesus is like, no, I want you to be free, but you're so busy going, I need to be strong. God offers this guy so much more than physical healing. Like he essentially offers him a new story, and he offers him a freedom that like changes in that moment because of a meeting and connection with Jesus. And I think that's the thing that's still on offer to us today. And I think we all have elements of that where things that might not be good for us are familiar enough that we're not willing to let go. And that could look like a relationship, that could look like a mannerism, that could look like an attitude we have. Obviously, it doesn't look like Jesus physically being in front of us, but the thing that he is offering us is a connection that might ask us to let go of some stuff that we think are valuable or important, but are really almost like lead weights around us.
Thanks so much for watching. You might be aware that Stream Studio is a crowd-funded non-profit, and if you'd be interested to see more videos like the one you've just watched, perhaps you'd consider a small monthly donation. There's a link in our bio which will give you full details.